Catch the vibes. Vibes TV. It's time. Catch the vibes. Catch the vibes. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Can you catch the vibes?
Catch the vibes.
Can you catch the vibes?
Coming with something new. I don't know if you're ready.
Can you catch the vibes?
What's going on, family? It's your guy, Christy. You know where we are, 33rd Annual Stellar Awards here on the red carpet. You see, we're waiting for things to get started, but we are super excited. We got some dope stuff for you guys to see. Hey, family, don't go anywhere. You will not want to miss this. Catch the vibe.
To God, to God. Can you help me say it? To God. To God. Hey yo, glory to God, glory to Jesus. Praising his name ain't no shame in it either. Cause when you believe in the devil will watch you. When the blessings receiving, the devil can't stop you. Hip hop 60 minutes.
60 minutes. And that made so much sense.
Everybody else is at age, but you still in fit.
I understand God's plan for me. And at the end of the day, if I know God's plan and I hold tight to faith, then I know nothing will hold me back from achieving what God wants me to do and where God wants me to be.
Give them a hand for being on the panel tonight.
You know who I got here with me? My man MC Nice, Grammy nominated, Stellar Award nominated.
No, I wasn't Stellar Awards yet. You know, next year. I'm going to claim that next year.
Man, it's happening quick for this brother. What we talking about is marriage, love, and hashtags. We got a series we're running right now. And so what I want to know is from gospel artists, do you think that our gospel artists should make that baby making music?
Well, I don't know what you consider baby making music, because you know the love for Jesus is baby making music. You can listen to my album. There's a couple of songs on there that you would actually sit down with your woman and vibe to, and you know it could turn into a happy situation. You never know.
You know, I'm a music fan, and I'm saved and sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. But I like all genres of music. So, you know, God gave us all gifts, and he gave us gifts to use those gifts and to bless others with. So yeah, I'm all about the baby making gospel music. If God gave it to you, why not give it back to the people?
So we're talking about marriage, and we want to know, do you think gospel artists should make that baby making music? We'll start with ladies first. We'll start with Mark.
Well, if you're married, the bedroom and the bed is undefiled. And I believe the anointing can come forth in gospel music. And I mean, it's all about connection. So there you have it.
I'm gonna leave it in, I'm gonna explain it in 3 words: touch and agree. I'm done. God bless you.
That's a blessing, Doc. That's how you bless them and you get blessed.
If you're married, touch and agree.
Touch and agree. Touch me, wife. Touch me, wife. Ah.
They could.
They could.
They could make whatever kind of music they want to make.
Fact.
But here's the deal. If you cannot control who's listening to that music and what it's doing to that person, then you can't control what it is you're responsible for. So therefore, if I make it and somebody else fornicates for it, I'm held responsible because I set the atmosphere. So if I can make the music and can control that married couples get it, do it. But until you can control that, which is hard to control, I would say stay away from it.
So when I say, God got that love, and he loves all of us, what can I get a witness? Then you're going to say, I'm a witness, I'm a witness. What can I do? I'm a witness, I'm a witness. I'm a witness, I'm a witness. I'm a witness.
So we want to know from artists, do you think gospel artists would do well in making songs?
In making love-making songs? What do you mean?
Creating love songs for a couple.
So why not? Listen, what my old pastor used to say, you don't make love to your husband or wife listening to Amazing Grace. You just don't. So I think it's needed.
You just gonna come hit me with that joint on the red carpet, brother?
We straight to it. We all about the realness.
I don't know. I mean, it'll keep us off them old 90 records, you know.
I'm tired of listening. I've been married 16 years. I'm tired of listening to Tony, R. Kelly when I gotta take the wife to the hotel. So creating a avenue with the right spirit in it, I thought would be dope. So I definitely want to know what artists.
I definitely think in the right context it could be dope. I don't know how they gonna shoot the video though.
All the much done for you, you're telling me you don't have nothing to say. Oh, you can tell it. Oh, let me tell it.
Family, these guys are super clean right now. Just show them one time. No, I'm trying to get with y'all at. Let's get with y'all, man. How do you feel about couples having love music from gospel artists?
How we feel about it? I mean, God is love. You know, the couples like Fred Hammond. I know Fred Hammond dropped the album. I love that album. The album is dope. So I mean, God is love, man. Why not? You know, it's gospel music, baby.
Hey, man, it's all about the love.
I think it's super necessary. I just got married. We newlyweds.
All right, congrats.
We just got married, and we need some of that music, man. Shoot, we don't want to hear. It's sometimes I don't want to hear Marvin Gaye. I want to hear something that sounds good, but with a Christian message. And I think it's very necessary, man. So be looking out because we're making music as well, husband and wife, and we're gonna have some things coming out. I don't know if it's gonna be bedroom music, but it's definitely gonna be some love music. Some Christian married love music.
What's going on, family? It's your guy, Chris D. You know who I got with me?
Renee D.
We out here having a ball. Decided to get some us time in. Get out here on the streets, Las Vegas Boulevard, enjoying ourselves. But you know us, while we out, we gotta get a little work here. We got some questions, right? So we're gonna be out here. We're gonna grab some people up. I see some people come. We're gonna grab some people up. We're gonna ask them this question, and we're gonna see just how they're really thinking. You know, we like to be. Okay, what you think?
Yeah, we're gonna make them think, make them really go into the mind and say, what's that answer? Can they get it?
That's true. Sometimes we think a little bit deep. So these answers are really simple. People can really complicate it. So let's check it out. Let's see what we get out here, family. Catch the vibe. Come on.
Catch the vibe. All right, hello everybody. It's your girl Renee D, and I am here with Karina and Danielle, and I got some questions for them here in the Las Vegas Strip. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Ready. The question is what is something that you have that you can't share, but if you share it, you no longer have it? In a marriage? Yeah, in marriage in general, in life.
My secret.
Oh my gosh, you actually got it right. It's your secret.
See, I'm trying to think.
Yeah. So you know, in marriage, you have your secrets. Things that you want to share with your spouse.
Right, not with your friends. Yeah, you get married.
The friends and everybody out in marriage.
Okay. True. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for participating.
I got it right.
That's right. Catch the vibe. And I have, tell me your name again? Charlotte. I have Charlotte here, and I first want to say happy anniversary to Charlotte and Will, who are out here tonight for their 15th anniversary. So, okay, Charlotte, I have my question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. What can point in all directions, but can't get to the destination on its own?
Woo, you got me too.
I got you. Okay, it's your
I tell my kids that all the time.
Yeah, so you know, in marriage, when we have arguments and disappointments, we always want to point the finger, but the finger can point in all directions. And you want to make sure that you're finding the peace in both sides. All right, thank you, Cast the Vibes.
What's going on, family? This your guy Chris D here, Vibez TV. I got my man Christian, so you know whenever two Christians sit together, positive stuff can happen. Always blessed. Amen.
He got a man. That's my squad. That's my squad right there. That's my squad. That's my squad.
This is the first one I had to have a squad.
That's my squad.
Gotta be good people.
Always.
Alright, so this is the question. What's something that you can have me, right? But you can't share me. If you share me, you no longer have me. Whatever.
Special.
I only have 2 hands. Chris, your crew went go. Try again, Chris.
Try again? Oh shit. Oh man, I must be lit. I must be lit.
Chris ain't lit. Chris ain't lit. Chris
I'm not lit.
Chris don't know. Chris don't know.
I don't know. What is it? What is it?
Secret.
Secret. Oh, okay. Okay, same thing. Same thing. Bro, open your mind. That's the same thing, bro.
They try to give it the go. Hey, we gonna work on him, fam. We gonna get Chris with his team. We gonna get him to help him out a little bit. But in the meantime, y'all stay locked. Catch the vibe. What's going on, family? It's your guy, Christy, still here on the strip, trying to find some people that can answer this girl. I got faith in this people. I really. She said they're gonna put the team caps on, but we're gonna see what happens. All right. So this really says, what's something, right? You can have me, but if you share me, you no longer have me.
Money.
What am I?
Cash.
Cash, wrong, but good. You can have me, but if you share me, you no longer have me. I like that answer, that was good.
You can't share your girl.
True. Family, you cannot share your woman. Wrong, but true.
There's no coming back from that.
There's no coming. I like this guy.
Believe me, son.
I like this guy, man. We don't even need the answer.
It's the first thing I think of.
The answer is a secret.
It's a secret.
So we doing so in relationships, you give up the secrets. You no longer got you gotta stick to 25.
Now you give up the secret, but you share that one.
You ain't coming back. He said he ain't coming back. Hey family, we love you. Thank you. Catch the vibes, family. What's going on, family? We hope that you have enjoyed this series. We had a ball. Renee, you had a ball?
I had a great time.
She out here loving it. She out here loving it. I'm ready to go home, family. I'm tired.
No, not yet.
This how they do us. This how they do us, right? But we got to talk to a lot of those companies. We got to ask some great questions. You know, we like to make people think a little bit. And we had a few of them that didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know where to go.
They were struggling. But that's what this is all about. Helping us figure out where to go in these tough situations, keeping it secret. Talking about it, not pointing the finger. That's important. Making sure we can sustain everything in the relationships, along with all the other things, the couples that you guys saw to say. Me and you, like, we got a chance to sit down too. But all is well, we hope that you enjoy this episode. We're gonna finish enjoying ourselves down here in Vegas, trying to have us some meat.
Much needed.
Much needed. We've been crying, y'all. Hey, we love you. We love you. Stay tuned, baby. Catch the vibes. Christy, Vibes TV. I'm standing here with the beautiful Miss Brenda. Listen, let me correct. Dr. Brenda Jefferson, right? And we are here excited to talk to her. So we're doing a show about marriage, lies, and hashtags. That's what we title it, right? And so we want to know from artists, what can the church do to better equip us for marriage?
Well, I think if the church would really put the line out for marriage and teach the men and women how to treat one another, because now it's not being taught in church about men loving the wife and wife loving the husband. So that's exciting, time in marriage. So you want to make it work. You don't want to do it but one time.
One time. Some of us have had a couple go around.
Sometimes you have to go around a couple of times to learn.
It ain't what you do. How you doing?
Amen.
All right, the man, Mr. Byron Cage. We got to see you last night. We saw him with the Wakanda jacket on it. Don't let him go. He was Wakanda forever yesterday. So we're doing a show. We really get into serious issues on our show, right? So we're doing a show about marriage, lies, and hashtags, right? And so we're asking gospel artists, do we think that there's room for the gospel artists to make love-making music so that we don't have to have those alternatives to the game?
Well, Fred Hammond did it. He was one of the first ones who did it. And I believe that, when couples are together, they should have the music that will put them in that particular special mood of love. But it's under the umbrella of marriage, though.
How do we separate that?
and all that.
Absolutely.
Fornication is out there. We know the sins are out there. We know God covers He covers a multitude of sin. He is a God that forgives us. That's why He gave us grace. But I just still believe, though, there is a place that if we are going to talk about sexual involvement and all that kind of stuff, we do have to keep it the way the Lord has said.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Hey, family, you heard it first, man. He gonna let us know. Do you think that gospel artists can make love music for couples?
I think it's possible, yeah.
I think J. Moss has shown that a little bit with some of his.
Fred had
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, so I absolutely think that that's possible.
Why do you think that we don't see enough of it? Seeing as how, like, me and my wife, we've been married 16 years. We got to go, you know, if we want to listen to something else, we go to a hotel. You got to put on R. Kelly, Tony, something old school. But why do you think there's that divide in that?
I just think that it's kind of divided because of the spiritual aspect of it. You know, people, before you get married, you have a conviction if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, amen? But, you know, when you get married, I guess, you know, all ties are, yeah, but I think mentally you're still there, so you don't really get enough of that, but I think it should be more.
Hey, Ribby. Hi, girl. Your dad is out here working.
Working hard. So what advice, my daughter loves to sing, what advice would you give to these young ones that's really trying to make an impact, really trying to get out there and then?
I feel like it's important that you stay true to yourself, and we say this a lot. It's important to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Don't pattern yourself after other people. God gave you a specific task, gave you a specific gift, and a specific destiny, and it's yours. And you can only get it by being you.
Yes.
So.
And you guys' career kind of took off like quick. Like 1 minute we were slow, and the next minute we was like out there, right? So what advice would you give to these young ones who fall into this right away that don't really know what to do with it?
Stay true to yourself. Don't. Even though it might be going fast, you don't have to go fast. Make sure you stay authentic. Make sure you stay yourself. Stay prayed up, and get around people who you know will have your back no matter what. And that's that.
Taking over the whole world.
Hey, so he made me great. So let me be great. Hey, wow, he made me great. So let me be great.
We're just supposed to be singing about the love of God, but when you talk about marriage, marriage is an example of the love of God.
I see the smiles, family. I see the smiles. I don't know if any of you guys are married or not, but we're doing a show on marriage. We call it Marriage Lies and Hashtags, right? And so we want to know from men of God, can the men in gospel music or women in gospel music make love-making music for couples?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I make love-making music almost every night. Hallelujah.
Wait a minute, man. Do we got our beat button working, man? I think we got a beat button. We got something to do. These guys, man. I knew. Go ahead and finish telling me.
Hey, listen. Yes, we can. You know, listen. The gospel arena, listen, we got to have something to cater to the couples. You know, they got R&B out there that's catered to, secular. But we should be able to have something to cater to people that love God, too.
Fred did it, too.
Fred did it. Hey, listen, we ought to do it.
Yeah, let's do an R&B out.
Let's do it.
Not R&B, I'm sorry.
No, man. No, we can't.
A saved couples album.
There you go. He picked it up real
saved
good.
marriage album. Can't say couples.
Hey, Men of God's Heart is about to put out that album, family.
So when I'm alone in my room, you know, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call.
Right.
Now, are you sure about this girl that's as sweet as a dove? Now, will you sacrifice a lot to go out and find love? See, there's no only because. There's a reason for this. You want that long term or something to be seasonal with. Ain't no pleading the fifth. See, you could talk to me, babe. I know you goal-oriented. What's your target today? Emotional decisions make you get your heart out the way, and I don't want to be the reason that your heart in decay. I want to see you be great, like you already are. What's even greater that we both insist on serving the Lord. So yeah, that's possible. But I'm gonna tell you what happens is that when you're not really right with God, it's impossible for you to actually display that.
Let me drop.
Go ahead.
Say it to him one more time, Doc.
Whenever you're serving God, whenever you are seeking His kingdom, all His righteousness, all of it.
Yes, sir.
I mean all of it.
All of it.
And not wanting to be, you know, out here just to be a star or whatever. Man. All your motives are pure.
Man.
And then you can see everybody for who God see them as.
Man. And so we get some interesting perspective. Some people feel like they can't make that love-making music. But my man, Reggie Rock, just proved to you that we can make that happen, man. And you can do it with the right heart, with the right spirit, and the right intentions.
That's fine. I don't know if I would want to, you know, listen to Jesus while I'm, you know.
My point.
But, you know, it's in the Bible, you know. be fruitful and multiply. So
Marriage bed is undefiled.
come on, as long as you're married, then yes.
We're going to get our tithe and offering real quick because she's preaching over here to us right now. Oh, y'all didn't know? We're going to tell me a little bit about the influence and why you guys choose to do your music the way you do, man.
Man, we're just big believers in just being different, man. We grew up on different sides of the world, but I mean, God brought us together, and man, we just want to make our stamp in this world, man, and just make a big impact. And man, traveling around the globe, he's an Army brat. I travel, my mom being in the group and traveling. And so, it's just allowed us to just see different cultures and, and to just experience different things.
Talking about like just the gift of love and how somehow we kind of perverted it. So you think because you're talking about love, you're talking about sex. And that's really what people are trying to say. Like, I don't think gospel people should be singing about sex. And I agree. Even if you grown and married, I don't know if I want to hear my bishop sing. Yeah, I'm good on that.
Not the bishop.
Yeah.
Not the bishop.
No, I think that if we don't sing about love, then that means that we bring in the place for somebody else to explain what that is.
Or something else other than love.
So we let other people define what that is. So if you're not going to put a definition on it, trust me, somebody going to write about it.
You don't do it, they will.
Going to be singing about it. So if we're not writing the music from the perspective that we know to be right, then we're literally just making room for any definition.
And this is the thing even about love, man. A lot of people worship God but don't love their neighbor.
Uh-oh.
So that's not even true worship. So until we get this level of love down, whether that's between a spouse, or whether that's between a friend or brother, how can you say you love me and you won't even love them? So everything is about the love of Christ, man. And we've got to learn how he loves us, and we've got to not be hindered in sharing our love one for another. So yeah, man, it's there, man.
Oh man, if y'all not catching the jewels that Bishop Cortez is dropping right now, you're really missing it.
Listen here. This is Bishop Cortez Vaughn. We are live. You better catch the vibe.
Catch the vibes. What's going on, family? It's Chris D. I'm here with Mr. Joe Jackson. You know what it is, family. And we just want to know how you feeling about being. Oh man, I'm trying to get like. I'm glad you like. Hey, look, when Mr. Jackson compliments you on your jacket, boy, you must be doing something right. Now we can swap him out anytime. Whenever you're ready, we can swap him out. So how you feeling about being here at the Stellar Awards this day?
I feel great. So many people here, Yeah. But I didn't expect to be this windy.
So what advice can you give to these young up-and-coming artists that may want to get into the music industry?
When they got to sell music, when they sell records, people got to buy them. They got to sound good. That's all I can say.
Have some talent, and you might get it in. How do you feel about gospel artists making love music?
Gospel.
I know. That's two of them for me. That's two. I'm winning today.
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay?
It's all right.
We talk about sex music, but we talking about
love.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. But I listen to some gospel, but that don't make everything gospel at all. Because you get tired of anything, you know that.
I know that. I know. Hey, well, we appreciate you taking a moment to stop and talk with us, Mr. Jackson. God bless.
Thank you.
What's going on, family? You know what it is, Stellar Awards weekend. I caught up with my man, Marcel Anderson. This brother's doing some amazing things in the industry, man. Brother's clean. I'm just enjoying seeing the brothers so clean today, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your music, man. Hey, you gave me this Road to Recovery album coming out, fella.
May the 11th.
May the 11th. What was the name of the single?
It's actually More of You. More of You. Yeah, it's actually, you can pre-order it on April the 4th. So when you download the whole album, you actually get the single.
Okay.
So you have to download the whole album in order to get the single. Again, Road to Recovery. This is my sophomore album. My first album was called Still Living. Never giving up on your life. That's the focus of really pushing forward in spite of your challenges and the things that you've experienced in your life. We're overcomers by the blood of the Lamb, and of course our testimonies. And my testimony is simply about me being an overcomer of a sexual assault robbery. So I was, again, sodomized in a home invasion where I didn't know if I was going to live. So in that experience, I was hospitalized for 5 weeks at the first time, and 6 months out of work. I lived with a colostomy bag. That's how much damage that was done to my organs of actually being sodomized in that experience. But nevertheless, as a sexual assault survivor, my ultimate focus is getting the gospel out through my music and my experience and helping others to know that you don't have to stay there. You can continue to move forward in spite of what happened.
Man,
yeah.
I mean, I can't even tell you how that touches me. Not the story itself, right? But to have a brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To have a brother. This is a real man. This ain't no bruh.
Still firm.
Right? But to be able to be transparent in that way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
To be able to be open in that way. To me, it's powerful, bro. I got 2 sons, right? And so to have them watching examples of strong men, godly men, ready men that's willing to say, yo, whatever it was, I can recover. Whatever it was, I can be brought out. Whatever it was, I'm still standing. And that's powerful, man. That's powerful.
The Bible says, greater is he that's in me, that's he that's in the world. Right? So we got to put our trust in God with all of our heart, lean not into our own understanding, and all the ways acknowledge him, and he would direct your path. What? Not retaliation, right? Not alcohol, not drugs, not loneliness, but again, just make sure that you get the right help. And I think oftentimes as men, we're so prideful when we experience something so catastrophic that we don't get the proper help. And I'm not talking about spiritual help, I'm talking about professional help. Those who are credentialed, those who are credentialed to diagnose what's wrong with you.
Absolutely.
Right? In my experience, I almost lost my mind, like DMX says, up in here, but it was because of the proper support that I received and gained. I was able to move forward and receive the help that I need. And today, again, I'm alive and I'm still living, and I'm still on this road to recovery, because it's not easy, but you can make it. And I tell people all the time, let's keep moving forward in spite of.
This is a blessing, man. Family, I need you to be following this guy. Family, I need you to be supporting this movement, man, because you know somebody who you know knows somebody who needs that kind of inspiration, who needs that kind of help. Please tell the family where they can find you at.
Please go to my website at www.marcelanderson.com. You can find all of my information, my music, my books, everything that you can find about me is on my website. And I hope you follow me, because the music is so dope, because it's God's music.
And
marriage what?
Marriage, lies, and hashtags.
And hashtags.
Right.
Okay.
And so we're just trying to examine how we're really viewing marriage, right? And so how do you feel the church can better equip people to be prepared for marriage?
Well, it's so individual. You got to look at the personality of the people. With my marriage, I just followed the rules that were necessary to be a good husband, and being prepared by listening to the word of God in every essence will help us to do what we need to do, to be good husbands and have good wives. That's important too.
I'm 16 years in, so I know.
You know too, huh?
I know what's happening.
All right.
Do you think gospel artists can make love music for couples like myself? Me and my wife go to the hotel. We don't want to put on.
Well, I know, but it's kind of a different way of expressing yourselves when you're doing a love thing, So I don't think God minds if we slip over a little bit.
Everything is undefiled. Ain't that what it is?
Yeah, I tell you. Just say, okay, Lord, we getting ready to do this now. So
get ready to go now.
So go with us.
B-boy. If we could we just get a catch the vibes real quick by our cameraman right there?
Catch the vibe.
Catch the vibes.
Oh, hi, I'm Bobby Jones, and you're watching Vibe TV.
How do you feel about gospel artists making music for love music for couples and things like that?
Oh, I mean, God is love, so when love is rooted in God, and when that's the overview of it, I feel like, as long as it's pure, put it out.